Lion! 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 The people bellowed. Petros put Merlin's waist under Ryan's suit collar so his voice could be heard. I do hope Ryan gives Petros something suitable, Sophie whispered to Agatha. You can always judge a man by his gifts. Ryan stepped to the balcony. It is no easy feat to think of a gift for King Petros of Camelot. So, as inspiration, I looked to the gift that Sir Lancelot always gives King Arthur at the close of a winning battle. The knight would kneel before a lady of Arthur's court and offer his tributes to her. As I stand before Arthur's son, I, too, would like to offer my tributes to a lady of his court. He turned towards Agatha and sank to one knee. Agatha blushed. Oh, Aggie, Sophie breathed. How chivalrous. Sophie, Ryan said, his eyes shifting to her. Will you step forward? Sophie glanced at Agatha, surprised. Petros looked equally confused. Go, Agatha whispered. Sophie obeyed and stepped towards the knight. Ryan looked up at her, his face warm in the sunlight. Sophie of Woods Beyond. He opened his palm, revealing a glittering diamond ring. Will you marry me? The knight asked. Agatha and Petros drew the same stunned breath. Merlin and Professor Dovey exchanged wide stares, as did the group of students behind them. The crowd had gone completely still. But no one was as shocked as Sophie, who had turned the color of a rose, unable to move. Then a light rushed into her cheeks, the moment dawning on her, and she leaped into his arms. Yes, she gasped. 1,000 times, yes. In an instant, she was off the ground as Ryan picked her up off her feet and kissed her passionately. I love you, Sophie, he whispered. I love you too, Ryan, she said, wiping tears. She shook her head, still in a stupor, and looked out at the crowd. We are getting married, she shrieked. A single hurry shattered the silence. Then, like a wave of love, the mob let loose an adoring cheer, chanting Sophie's and Ryan's names as they kissed again and again. Petros stepped back between Agatha and Merlin, baffled. Lancelot always gives his gifts to the king's queen. A tribute to the queen is a tribute to the king. That's the point, Petros said to the wizard. But Sophie isn't the queen. Agatha is. Merlin frowned slightly. Well, not yet. I suppose he just wanted to surprise us, said Petros, trying to shrug it off. But still, he seemed unsettled. Even so, Agatha felt a tinge of relief hearing Petros reaffirm her place as his queen. The relief was followed by guilt that she was obsessing over her own relationship when her best friend had just gotten engaged. She saw Sophie make eye contact with her and give her a sheepish, wistful smile as Ryan fixed the ring on her finger. Agatha tried to mirror the same smile back. Did you happen to ask what horse at school Ryan was in? Merlin asked Petros cautiously. Our bathhouse, said Petros, looking at him. Merlin lowered his glasses. Our battles. Are you sure? Think so. Why? Albert House is where parents in Falswoods send children they want to hide from the schoolmaster. Children they believe are evil, despite growing up in good families. And not just evil. So evil they are threats to the woods. So evil they are too dangerous to be trained as villains. For a large fee, Dean Pritchard magically conceals them from the schoolmaster so he never comes to know of their existence. While every other child in the woods has a file at the school for good and evil, these children's files, as prospective students, simply disappear. Pritchard never tells the Albert students this. Of course, she does her best to turn their souls good. Meanwhile, the students never learn they were means for great evil all along. But Ryan doesn't have a drop of evil in his body. He couldn't have been sent there. Tetra scoffed, watching the knights and Sophie still waving the crowd. Besides, the fate tracked him as at his family elsewhere. I must have misheard. Merlin tugged at his beard, his jaw tensed as if he was trying to find a solution when he didn't quite know the problem. By the way, whose file did Nicola want you to look at? Tetrus asked. Case, said the wizard. She wanted to know if he and Ryan were in the same class at the Falswood School for Boys. But there was no record of Ryan at the School for Boys at all. There was one for Kay, however. He was a student at Albert House, and it seems he had an interesting roommate. Who? Said Tetrus. Merlin looked at him. Alright. Lady Lassosan. Kay was roommates with that creep, said Tetrus. Figures. Agatha listened to them, a prickly feeling sniffling up her spine. The snake had been friends with Alric. Close friends. That's what she had told her and Sophie. And the snake clearly knew Kay too, since Kay had acted as his henchman. Was it just a coincidence that Kay and Alric were roommates? Or is that how the snake met them? Agatha's heart pumped faster. Had the snake been in Albert House too? Nobody knew the snake's name after all. Without his name, there was no way to track his file. But Ryan had been in Albert House. That's what he had told Tetrus. So wouldn't Ryan have known Alric and Kay as well? The knight's voice snapped her out of her thoughts. Tetrus, I believe it's your turn, said Ryan, grinning. Tetrus stepped forward and gave his knight a hug to congratulate him. He hugged Sophie too.